What's up? This Cinko with No The Ropes Podcast. I appreciate all the love, feedback, and support that we're getting for this new project that we're doing with me and my guys, J-Bo and Big Hard, J Hard. But anyway, before we get started with episode 5, I need y'all to do me a favor. Please go like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to our channels. Go subscribe to YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, all that good stuff, Go like, comment, share, follow us on all social media platforms. We got Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You know the drill. This is KTR Podcast, No The Ropes Podcast. KTR, we're in the building. Go do all that now before you watch the show. What's the word, y'all? This is KTR, No The Ropes Podcast, episode 5. We are live and direct with your boy Cinko, Big Hard, J Harv, and J-Bo himself. How y'all doing today?
Good, brother. How you doing, man?
Good. It is a blessing today. It's a great day today, I must say. And man, these past couple of weeks since our last episode, it's been so much going on. And not only within the wrestling world, but with our brand as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Especially with this brand. If y'all have been following us on social media, make sure y'all follow us on all social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that. KTR_podcast, Instagram and Twitter. Know the Ropes Podcast on Facebook. Make sure you go subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff on our YouTube, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. We're on everything. But if you have been watching us on these social media platforms, we have been getting so much love within the past 2 weeks, starting from nothing to doing start off numbers. I'm not gonna lie, we're doing some decent numbers. Starting off was just 0 followers. Starting off 2 weeks ago to
within
now.
a couple weeks, we got 100, a couple hundred everywhere. You know what I'm saying? We getting good reviews. We got 5 stars on Apple. I looked today. We got about 13 reviews. 13
people, 5 stars.
People giving us feedback. Much
love.
Absolutely.
And not only that, we have been getting love from actual wrestling superstars in the business. The first person was Ivar from WWE, retweeted us on Twitter on 2 weeks on Monday Night Raw.
And then we got Michael Jordan, Britt Baker. She showed us
we did.
R-Truth.
R-Truth, you guys too as well.
Yeah.
Who else did we get? My favorite referee. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Man,
the athletic NXT referee in the business. Yes, shout out to her as well.
He's gonna shoot his shot every episode.
I am. Every time I see him on Monday Night Raw, NXT, I'm be like, hey, forget this match. It's all about you. You are doing great. Y'all want to go look her up? It is WWE AJA. That's her name. Shout out to her. Beautiful and black. But anyway, we're going to get right into the show before I get straight to everything going on in the business.
We got a time limit.
We have a time limit. Yes, we got to get right to it.
Over here, cake and half the show.
Hey, it is what it is. But getting into the show, episode 5, we have some familiar faces that have been off of TV for a minute with WWE, but now they are finally back. And also is gearing up for SummerSlam season. We've had a couple wrestlers come back like Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler. We also had Bianca Belair, Mustafa Ali. What other wrestlers?
He's been going for a while.
I know, since like January or February, something like that.
Yeah, right. For a minute.
Exactly. But with these returns, no matter of fact, what do you think about so far? Like, how do you feel about the Vince bringing back these wrestlers that haven't been on TV for a minute and giving them their shot? What you think so far?
I think it's good. It's good for the business. We're bringing in more guys and girls on the show to bring more variety and more opponents. Not even just Raw, but if you look at TNA, I mean, they brought in. Impact Wrestling. They brought in so many guys. They brought in my guy Heath. Slater don't exist no more. They brought Heath in. They even brought back the Motor City Machine Guns, and they recently won a title. I mean, it just changed up the landscape again. And honestly, that's what we need in the wrestling business. It's good.
Absolutely. Especially given how things have been going with the virus, with COVID, and how everything is. It's good to see fresh faces. It's good to see people getting work. We talked about that way back in the first couple of episodes, how it was going to affect people's families.
Yeah.
And it's really good, especially my boy Heath, like you said. He's always gonna be Heath Slater to me. He got kids. I got kids. I feel you, dog. It's good to see you.
Gotta hustle for that family.
Got to. Got to get that double wide, baby. Exactly.
So with those WWE returns, like you said, like what J-Bo mentioned earlier about with wrestlers coming, like you too, what you mentioned about wrestlers going to other promotions, WWE had released some superstars due to the COVID-19 virus. And with that being said, with that, they had a 90-day waiting period until they can go out to another promotion, perform, do whatever they had to do or want to do so they can make that money and re-up during the lost time. Mm-hmm. So with that, these promotions building up off of WWE losses and free agency.
Yeah.
Who do you think had the biggest come up? Which promotion?
The biggest come up.
Yes, of the WWE free agents.
Who do you think? AEW signed Rusev.
They did?
And they did? Yeah, they did. They did.
That's new for me.
Yeah.
Breaking news, y'all.
Yeah, I thought that was common knowledge out there. Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna check to be sure.
Right. Don't quote us just yet. But if this is true, you now heard it first on KTR podcast. Just know that. Just know that.
Shoot. I mean, heck, the biggest come up. I mean, anybody who's getting the biggest come up is anybody who has a good opportunity to be different. Like, I mean, we can even look as far back, like when Drew McIntyre, when they let him go, he went on the scenes and he came back and he's now the biggest main guy. Honestly, COVID is like a blessing in disguise for some of these guys.
Right.
They ain't getting no work done in WWE. Go somewhere else, build yourself, come back. This is probably a good thing for you. So,
exactly.
Biggest come up.
Don't quote me. Don't quote me on that Rusev there.
All right. Everybody scratch
that. I saw it somewhere. But yeah, we're gonna scratch that.
We
tried to be a liar.
Yeah,
I don't want to be a liar.
Remember, Jay Harv tried to deliver that spoiler, not KTR podcast. Just him. All right, just so y'all know that it was an individual effort. What we all
I take that L. I take that L. That was all me. But yeah, if he do pop up, I called it. So
right. We gonna hold it till then.
You heard it first.
But going off of that, I'm really interested in what these promotions are going to do because honestly, with these free agents going to these different promotions, like the past couple of weeks since I've really been tuned into all these other wrestling shows like I've never been before in my life, it's going to be some competition.
It is.
It is because I know I've slept on Impact for a minute. I'm not anymore. I apologize. I will tune in tonight definitely for the show. So yes, and also with AEW as well. It's gonna be some good stuff coming.
Honestly, the one shock to me that I was kind of surprised went to Impact was the Good Brothers. That kind of shocked me a little bit.
That was very surprising. Yeah.
Right.
I thought they were definitely going to go to AEW, especially with the tag team division they got over there. But, I mean, no knock to them. Any move for them at this point is a good move. But, I mean, it was a shock for them specifically.
They'll be appreciated better over there. They didn't
get
as much love as they should have in WWE. But, yeah, I expected them to go to AEW or back to Japan. They got so many connections, so many friends.
Too. Yes.
Yeah, so many friends and connections in those two companies. I didn't expect them to go to Impact, but that's a big pickup for them.
Yeah, that is huge.
They should dominate that tag team division for a good long time.
Yeah,
clearly. Yeah, easy.
With that being said, we're about to go into a sensitive topic right now. Not sensitive, but it may get a little controversial with what's going to be talked about. But, we talked about last show with the hashtag with Naomi deserves better.
Yeah.
And it was a certain wrestler, a certain Hall of Famer, my favorite wrestler at that all time, Booker T. Basically said, going short, sweet, good to the point, to hell with the hashtag, because he had his thoughts, he old school, so he think differently, things like that. He has a WWE mindset. And with that, it was a little bit of backlash on social media about him saying that how he quote unquote puts people like us down within the wrestling business, and I don't agree with that. So yeah, but like I got you, dog. But yeah, but anyway, it's just different points of views about that whole thing with Naomi deserves better. So first we're gonna get into it. So we're just gonna go with the whole route with
Booker T.
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about that first. Like, how do you feel about when Booker T said that? Then we're gonna go to another subtopic.
Jay Harv, you said we was talking about this before the show, and Jay Harv mentioned something real profound when he said, Booker T, he could have been the wrestler that he is today, or it could have been really any other black wrestler during that time who really made, who he is today. So for him to go out there and say, oh no, I don't believe in this, push deserve movement, like bro, you kind of lucky yourself, to be honest with you, for you to get there. But what bothers? I mean, let's be real here.
I get it. I trust. I'm behind you on that part. Yes, I am.
No offense, Booker T is going down in history as one of the greatest African American wrestlers of all time. But that honestly could have been somebody else if pushed properly. Heck, that could have been your brother. If we really want to go there. I mean, it could have been anybody else you would just push properly.
Right.
Yeah.
Big Harv. Speak your mind.
All due respect, I hope that one day Booker gets to hear I get to speak with him. Anything, I don't know. Something comes of it. But I feel like Book is respectfully, because he is one of the greatest.
Yeah,
Book is he's a product of affirmative action in the wrestling business.
Ooh, man.
As much as he doesn't want to admit to it, or maybe he just doesn't realize it, he was booked. His gimmick was he's a nigga.
Yeah.
Him and his brother, they were niggas. They wasn't even they from Houston, but they were booked as Harlem Heat because Harlem at the time was big in hip hop. Harlem was what was running it in New York, so Harlem is what would elicit the reaction they were looking for. These bad brothers, they from New York, they walk the streets of New York, all that, he is a product of affirmative action, and he took that and ran with it. But what that created for him was an opportunity. What he's saying is that people who, he worked hard, of course he did work hard to get to that position, but in a larger pool of athletes now, of any color, for you to say that a hashtag, first of all, isn't good enough to help somebody who deserves a goddamn chance is BS. Like that's something I feel like he's really trying to. We talked about this in a couple episodes ago as well. It's about the check. He don't want to come off in a bad light. I remember when Hulk Hogan came back and they asked him first. If the colored, the black locker room, they said colored in the thing, but if the colored locker room had forgiven Hulk Hogan, and he said yeah, and they was like nah.
No.
And then they asked Mark Henry, and Mark Henry was like maybe about half of them. But you see what I'm saying? Like, to me,
the trend.
Recently his statements have been, they've been glad-handed. He's become more of a corporate yes man than he has like an advocate for African American wrestlers. And I looked at Naomi's response to what Book said in that interview, and it was classy, of course. She kept it classy and respectful, respected him as a legend, and said anything she can learn from him, she could. But she stated that she feels like he completely negated all of her hard work and all of her accomplishments in his statement, which he did. She's not a product of affirmative action. Naomi was there. She was a dancer. She did that crap.
The Funkadactyls.
She showed, the Funkadactyl. And she showed how athletic she was. People of every age, every race, every fan type in WWE have been saying before she got her title run, which she lost due to an injury and never got another shot. They've been saying for years that Naomi deserves a shot.
Yeah.
Naomi is honestly one of the most athletic women on the roster, and she has been for a long time. Think about how long she's been there now, and think about how long she's been an active competitor. She has been cold for a long time. So I feel like Book is BS. I'm trying to keep it mild. I had to pause a few times, get my.
I understand,
because I love Book, and I feel like he's misguided in his thoughts and his opinions, and I feel like he's taking the fact that he is a black legend and using that to be like, oh well, I can say this and I can say that. Nah, bro, we gonna hold you accountable too. You can't. It wasn't right. It wasn't right. How he put it. I feel like if he put it a different way, maybe, but how he put it was trash.
Yeah, it was trash. So following that, with the hashtag with Naomi deserves better, what do you believe she deserves, and why?
Well, definitely she deserves more of an opportunity. As Jay Harv said, that she's been there for so long. Yeah, she had the women's championship. She got hurt, and she was virtually not considered for any type of high-ranked women's division championship match since then. And any that she has had has just been flukes. Oh, here's your match, and that's it. What pisses me off, honestly, with when Booker T said, the whole hashtag sucks. I mean, that's the voice of the people. The people are saying who they would like to watch. Here's who the people want to see more of. That's the same thing we have with Daniel Bryan. Hashtags wasn't as big then, but he was not getting the opportunity he wanted. They pushed.
The Yes Movement. Yep. Kofi Kingston. Same thing with Kofi.
Kofi Kingston. Kofi. They pushed. The fans pushed for him to get a shot. Now he got his shot. Kofi Kingston, in my opinion, was one of the more entertaining WWE title reigns in a while. Same thing with D. Bry. I mean, there's nothing wrong with people saying, yes, we want to see Naomi get up there too. But then all of a sudden Booker T comes out and said, no, it's kind of pointless. No, the people just saying who they want to see. Who deserves
Why you didn't say that with Kofi or Daniel? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you had a problem, you should have addressed that earlier. Now you sound like you have a problem with this black woman trying to get what she deserves. And she didn't even initiate it. She didn't put it out there. The fans did. The fans did. The fans did the Yes Movement. The fans did Kofi. Whoever else they put, the fans did that. And WWE decided to actually take it. The fans pushed Zack Ryder. And they took it for a minute and then pushed them off elsewhere. That's a different story. But the fans have they should have a lot of say so in who gets opportunity. What I want to see Naomi is just that opportunity. She ain't got to win the titles 9 times. See, nobody has a problem with Charlotte winning the title 88 times. That pisses me off too. Charlotte won. She's been wrestling 5 years on the main roster and has 7-8 title reigns. Yeah. Naomi has 1, and she's been there twice as long. I'm not saying she should have as many title reigns, but she should have regular positive programs. She shouldn't be out there singing against somebody. That's not what she's there for, man. That's trash. She deserves more than that. And I'm not trying to make it completely a race thing within WWE. We know it is a little bit. You ain't got to go around it. But what I'm saying is because, I mean, Sasha has quite a few reigns herself. She doesn't have any length to her reigns, which also bothers me. But she has quite a few reigns herself. Naomi has been there too long. I'm never going to say that somebody deserves the title a bunch of times, but you deserve opportunity. You deserve to be in the front. You deserve to be out there doing what you do, and you deserve to be given them opportunity. If you win the title, you win the title. If you don't, at least you're there. There's plenty of people that lose a lot but are still top talent.
That's right.
It doesn't matter. It's all about, she deserves opportunity. She deserves to be spoken in them same breaths with Sasha Banks and Bayley, who, as much as I love Bayley, hasn't been as strong as she was in NXT since she came to the main roster. So like people like that, they getting all these opportunities. She deserves just as much, if not more.
Easy.
All right. So with that being said,
that's real. No, it's real.
Oh man. So my opinion on that.
Go ahead. Cinko.
Before I get started, I just want to let y'all know I love and respect Naomi. She's a great athlete, a great wrestler. She's one of the best in-ring performers that I've seen in my lifetime. And everything, just want to put that out there first. But
I know what you're going to say.
Go ahead, man.
I mean, if I was gonna go straight to opportunity-wise, I mean, she's right where she is and is supposed to be. Look at Jay Harlow. I'm gonna speak on that. I'm gonna speak on that real quick.
Yeah, that's why I ain't saying nothing yet. Because I'm waiting on an explanation.
Because with that, I mean, let's be real and honest, real quick. Like I said, Naomi's great. Like I said, Jay Harlow said before, like she does deserve more opportunities with doing this and that, but win per se, that's a different story. So with that being said, I hope this doesn't do anything or harm views or ratings. I'm sorry again, but it's like in my mind, she's just like a great mid-card talent.
Okay,
I'm gonna say that.
That is your opinion.
Yeah. That's just my personal opinion. It's not a fact, probably a lot of people disagree with me or anything, but I look at it from this standpoint, because within the WWE, it's more than just wrestling. It's more than just being fantastic.
I knew I
was gonna go there. Yeah, it's more than just being.
You were gonna say that.
It's more than. I'm sorry. It's just more than being just great within the ring. It's more than flips. It's more than doing spectacular spots and this and nope, I'm not done yet. It's more than just doing this and that in the ring, but that's just a third of what WWE is, she got she got the world behind her apparently with these hashtags. She got the wrestling aspect, but the entertainment part, to me personally, is at a potential standpoint. It's not there yet. It's for me personally, it's not there yet because I look at it like this. Now I did a lot of research and look up like old clips, videos, and I remember all her old stuff back in the day. But when she was a heel, when doing that little heel run and everything, she made a lot of great valid points on why she was a heel in her promos and this and that. What she was saying. But was it moving? To me, it wasn't. It like the way presented out is like, I guess because how she is, she's like, her persona is like always positive and happy. Like I couldn't really see her as a bad person, and so like with her being with her being like a positive person as being a baby face, it's like when she goes out, her job is to just entertain the crowd, be happy, feel the glow, and things like that. But like. And I think this goes into the part of, what Jay Harv said, having the opportunity, because I think that's why I have this idea from, because I haven't really seen her in like a deep storyline. And that's the problem with, I guess, with the WWE booking, because since I haven't seen her in that aspect of like a storyline of like how Charlotte Flair would be or how like, with Oscar or Sasha Banks, Bailey, like them, like I haven't seen that, or because they haven't put her in that position. And I think
do you think it'll be better for you if Naomi was given the opportunity to be in a deep storyline for you to possibly be more invested into it?
I guess because I will really have to see that. I will have to see that
word. In what I was saying,
I know that's what you said, but I'm really talking about like right now. I just don't, from things I've seen so far.
Right,
I heard 10-year career. I just haven't seen that it factor. She has the fact. She definitely got the potential for it, but it's just like being up there and like just because we haven't seen it, just because of the fact WWE hasn't gave her opportunity to do that. But like carrying a show, carrying a promo for like 5+ minutes, like how I don't want to think about it because he mocked her the previous show. But but Charlotte Flair, like I just haven't seen it, so that's why I have my personal opinion about that.
Yeah.
What about talents like Natalya?
What about her?
What about them? That she gets ample opportunities.
That's because of her name, if you want to be honest.
Why? But why does that matter?
I don't like I'm sorry.
I'm not saying that you like her. What I'm saying is all the points you were making about not being entertaining and not really eliciting a reaction as a heel and all this other crap. What is Natalya? When have people shown any interest in Natalya since the Hart Foundation broke up 11, 12 years ago?
I mean, I'm trying to think what serious thing.
She was very recently in something in
it ain't last long because she got
it never lasts long. It never lasts long.
So you want? I don't want to see Naomi get pummeled. No, I think what you're talking about.
You're not hearing me.
I am, because with Natalia, she's there to put people over. That's her job now.
She's on TV.
That's
she gets an
putting people over. It's not the same.
It doesn't matter.
It's really it's not. It does matter because it's not the same.
It don't matter.
Why would it be on TV putting people over, or be on TV getting opportunity for something?
During the Yes movement, Daniel Bryan got his ass destroyed by Bray Wyatt at the Royal Rumble.
Yes, he did.
And then the crowd went crazy because he wasn't in the Royal Rumble after that. He put Bray Wyatt over. He put Bray Wyatt over, and then continued to get opportunities. Mm-hmm. And there are several instances like that. I'm just going off the top of the head. All right, since that's what we're talking about. Mm-hmm. He put somebody over, and he won the title before that person did. Mm-hmm. In that same year, in the exact same year.
So what are you trying to prove with the thing with Natalia?
That she gets opportunities to be on TV and show what she does. She's in storylines that don't involve her singing and dancing.
Is it really?
That's what I'm saying.
I know a storyline thing you think about. Well, that's different because her family member passed away. So that was really like the latest deep storyline I remember her being in with the Riot Squad. Yeah, but like before that, it's like, what else has she done? You know. See, look.
What else has she done? But she gets more consistent TV time.
To lose. She don't like it. I'm Total Diva. She was complaining about how she didn't have title shots.
Who cares?
Or get a title.
Who cares? I don't care about what she get. She on TV.
So you want a stale person just to be with?
She's not stale. That's what you're saying. She's stale because you don't know.
Well, I'm saying Natalia, not Naomi.
No, I want her replaced with somebody who has more to give. You can't tell me that Naomi ain't got more charisma than Natalia does. You can't tell me that.
She does.
You cannot tell me that. Exactly.
She does.
Exactly. But, that's just one. Like less time. Think about the Riot Squad. You were just talking about the Riot Squad.
Yeah.
They got more TV time than she did.
That's different. They do a lot of people. They get brought up, and you saw how long that lasts. They're done now. It's not the same thing.
But it is the same thing.
It's not. Because where's Sarah Logan? Liv Morgan.
I am not saying these things to compare each individual instance. I'm comparing the opportunities being given. That's all I'm talking about. Nothing else matters. I don't care about if they won, if they lost. I don't care if they're still there. I don't care if they sucking dick backstage. I don't care what they're doing. They were given opportunities on TV. They were given opportunities on TV, is what I'm saying. She was getting opportunities, but look at what they have her doing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. She should be given opportunities to be in those serious storylines you say you don't know if she can handle. We don't know because they don't give her a chance. Give that girl a chance.
It's like when they gave the Riot Squad the opportunity, like they gave, even though they was practically losing every week, they even tried to build Ruby Riot last minute to fight Ronda Rousey, and we all knew that didn't make sense. But she had the opportunity.
They brought her back. Different. When she got hurt and brought her back and made her a big deal. Naomi came back from her injury and you barely noticed. That's what I'm talking about. The treatment, the opportunity. That's all I'm talking about. I don't care about the rest. All the details don't matter. Put her on TV in a storyline or in a segment where she's not singing and dancing.
And then
give her something to do and see what if she flounders, then all right, hands up, don't shoot, I'm done. But you ain't gave her a shot. Give her a shot. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so from that point of view, I understand. So I get it. Like I say, I apologize for my thoughts, but that was just my mindset.
That's why I was trying to understand where you were coming. I knew what you were going to say. I knew you care about all the charisma and the
exactly.
The
that's my specialty, entertainment.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like we don't know. We don't know for sure. Only entertainment we know she can do is shaking it in. You know what I'm saying? That's all we know. You know, that's what I'm saying. And you love bringing up promos like Charlotte is just like the queen of promos. And she is not. She's giving the opportunity to talk.
That's another story.
Figuring it out. But that girl got some issues. We know it.
You got anything to add, J-Bo?
No. You and Jay Harv took that one heavily.
Good. So okay.
That's what we need, man. That was good. I like that.
That was good. That felt like some first take shit right there.
Oh yeah.
But dang, the time coming up for real. That was big. So while we on the topic of opportunities, we're gonna get into our last topic right here with Big E.
Yes.
from the New Day.
To talk about that.
We have to talk about this for the show, so we might not do a lightning round because of time, but we're gonna get to this one right now. It's fine, it's okay. But we have been talking about a Big E singles run for the longest I could tell, and we're just trying to figure out like how it would happen. Like some of us were saying like, oh, they should break up the New Day. I was in disagreement, but we should that. But it feels like now, because everything's going on, it's a blessing in disguise. Xavier Woods is hurt. Sorry to hear that. Speed recovery. Kofi Kingston is quote unquote out for who knows how long. They said 6 weeks, so he's maybe a storyline injury just because he want to go home, spend time with his family because of COVID, or he may be legitimately hurt after that big power bomb to 2 tables. But it doesn't matter because Big E is now by himself, and now he's going to get the shot that a lot of us were curious about and want to see what will happen. So, with that being said, with Big E, what do you think can happen in the matter of, I guess they said 6 weeks because Kofi's going to be out. Like, what do you think he may accomplish during his singles run?
This is the perfect opportunity for Big E. As you mentioned, normally groups break up because tag teams see different ways. They turn on each other, whatever. As you said, speedy recovery. Now that Xavier and Kofi are injured or whatever, like this is perfect because if he goes out and do a singles run, I really don't want him to go after a mid-card personally, mainly because he already had an Intercontinental title run that honestly was lackluster. I really want him to go out and show what he can do, just like what Kofi did. He can do it. He got all the tools to do so. So if he goes out there, he has a singles run and it works, great, wonderful. But if it goes out there, doesn't work, all right, because Kofi and Xavier is still his brothers. I see him going for the main event. I was reading online where some people were saying, well, now that he should go to Raw, he should really establish himself as a single competitor. Even one person said that he needs to be with MVP, Lashley, and Shelton Benjamin and lead the Hurt Business. No, that's not what needs to happen. Big E needs to take on SmackDown as a singles competitor, shoot for the stars. He has multiple opportunities. And even though just 6 weeks, he can do so much in that 6 weeks time, even with main eventers. This is perfect for him to do, honestly, just about any top rim guy he can go on a good story with. Personally.
JR.
I've been singing Big E's praises forever. He was Big E Langston with the five count. That's my dog. Yeah, that's my guy. I agree with everything you said, J-Bo. I just don't think that they're going to give him a run at the top in this 6 week span. I do see him getting probably a mid-card title.
I don't want to see that.
But
I don't either. I'm with you. I'm just saying how I think WWE going to handle the situation. I agree with you. He needs to shoot for the stars. I agree. I 100% agree. I would love to see Big E. All right, against anybody. He can talk. He got everything. He's funny. He got all the charisma. Strong.
He got the wrestling ability.
He got the wrestling ability. He's cold-blooded. He's dope. I know I like to see everybody go heel. Maybe not yet. I understand that.
No. Can't go heel. No.
Right. I don't see New Day staying together if he wins a world title. I don't care if they come out to celebrate and whoop his ass, or I don't know. But if he win a world title, they're not gonna stay together. I don't see that happening. But I do think that in these 6 weeks, he's easily gonna dominate the mid card and take one of those titles. That's what I think. I'd love to see him win or go get a program for a world title. I just don't see him doing it.
I'm actually gonna go against the grind. I really think that like you said, I agree, J. Harv, that they probably aren't, but I'm gonna have faith that they will because we all sat here and like Kofi Kingston is not going to win the WWE title. He's not going to beat Daniel Bryan, and then that was like one of the biggest shockers ever. So I don't know. That was money. New Day as a group is money. Kofi was money. Big E can be the same thing. I don't know if they look at it from that aspect. They can say, "Oh shoot, Bootios and whoo, all that stuff like that's giving us money." Kofi Kingston racked in a good amount for us. Let's see if we can get the same thing out of Big E now that he's a singles competitor. I don't know. Like they can.
The only reason I don't see that really clicking with them right now is because there's no crowd in the moment to be lost.
But at the same time, like they're giving people opportunities because there's no crowd. Like they gave Tucker the Money to Bring briefcase, and they have numerous title changes. Yeah. They put Cesaro and Shinsuke together and have them win the tag team titles randomly as hell. Like they're given opportunity. I don't see why
Cesaro wins the tag titles with everybody. All right? Everybody, if you tag with Cesaro, you're going to get a strap, right? That's how it goes. But, I mean, I agree. It could go, it's 50-50. It really is. But I think we agree that he's going to be successful in the run, though. Yeah. I think we can all agree with that.
I agree. Yeah. So my take on it is going to do a quick take. You know, I'm agree with all y'all just said. Big E's going to have a successful singles run. I strongly believe he's going to get, the Intercontinental title opportunity. Probably not so much with the Universal title because of the storyline right now between the Fiend and Braun Strowman, and I don't see them they're trying to push him to beat the Fiend or anything like that. So right now, I just see him having a successful mid-card title run. Do this, they come back, and it's all gonna be good from there. So. That's my take.
Him and Braun Strowman will put on a hell of a match, boy.
They will put on a strong match, and I think Bray Wyatt and Big E will have one entertaining as feud.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm telling you, man, they're just the door is wide open, man.
It is. Hopefully, I'm with you. I hope. I'm not one to hope.
Faith.
I'm not one strong in hope. We gonna see.
Gonna see.
So, with that being said, it looks like that's all the time we have. This is probably one of our longest episodes that we have, but it was great content. I'm glad y'all stayed all the way throughout the duration of this show to listen to episode 5 of KTR Know the Ropes podcast. Yes, this is your boy Cinko, Big Harv, J Harv, and J-Bo himself. And we wait, hold on, time out. I almost forgot one thing before we get off this thing real quick. Last episode 4, we made a bet on the pay-per-view that just happened, with all the matches and everything. We made a $5 bet. Y'all can see the end of episode 4 for that lightning round. So this is gonna fill in the lightning round part. So basically with that, and we're gonna include the match that happened yesterday between Asuka and Sasha Banks, and guess who picked that one? Right? Me. And so they were talking about how I always lose the bets because I'm always the gambler of the group and I always lose them. But this time, for the first time, I took their money. So before we get off this episode, I want you to cash at me. Dollar sign CINKO, cash at me, see my $5, and
and 25% is an F. All I'm saying, it's a flunking grade.
J Harv won the first bet between us. I won the next bet between us, and then we were just like hounding Cinko the entire time.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
We got a podcast.
It doesn't matter. Just send me my money, and that's all I want. This is Know the Ropes podcast, episode 5. All social media. Subscribe, like, comment, everything. Thank you. We are out.
Yeah. Said I'm about to bring it back to the block. Like my pocket holds a packet full of rocks, and I'm packing me a and my click is the most hazardous of flocks that you couldn't count. A steady counting numbers from the raggediest couch to the pacifistic route. If you're fearing the outcome, bullets burn bitches better warn her like Malcolm. X out your